In this video, we discuss self-monitoring as a way of assessing where you are in managing your diabetes, so you know what your next steps will be. As you know, we ask that you use the MyNet Diary app to record everything that you plan to eat and drink before you begin eating. Why do you think we ask you to self-monitor what you eat and drink? The MyNet Diary app provides nutritional information that we believe is key to controlling your blood sugars. We'll talk more about this in the weeks to come. Also, what we eat often is triggered by factors that are unrelated to hunger. For example, early humans could not be sure when they would get their next meal, so our survival instincts drive us to eat what's put in front of us. And since the 1950s, portion sizes have increased, which means we're likely to eat more of the foods that cause high blood sugars. People sometimes eat in response to negative emotions, using food to comfort themselves. Some environments like movie theaters and buffets, and certain foods like chocolate, ice cream, or potato chips are associated with uncontrolled eating behavior. Our social connections can affect when, what, and how much we eat. Food advertisers have become very skilled at using labels to make us think their products are healthy for us. It's not always clear which foods are good for people who are trying to control blood sugars. What are your triggers? Self-monitoring our diet helps because it makes us pay attention. It increases our awareness of problematic foods. The self-monitoring process can help you stop and think about situations that led to unhealthy choices like emotions or social situations so that in the future you can problem solve around them. And self-monitoring provides feedback about your success in meeting your goals, which we'll talk about next week. Success feels good and helps sustain your motivation. On a scale of 0 to 10, do you think self-monitoring can help you manage your diabetes? On a scale of 0 to 10, how confident are you that you can self-monitor your diet for the next 6 months? Here are some tips to make self-monitoring a little easier. Don't hesitate to call the study team if you have problems using the app. Addressing any difficulties you have with MyNet Diary early in the study is important if you want to stay enthusiastic. If you can't find the exact food you're looking for, that's okay. Log foods that are similar to what you plan to eat. If there are foods that you eat often, think about creating meals or recipes. Give them an easy-to-remember name so that you can quickly find them the next time you eat them. For example, this MyNet Diary user makes the same oatmeal and coffee breakfast every day. She creates a meal that reflects what she eats: 1 cup of oatmeal, a 1/4 cup of whole milk, 3 tablespoons of raisins, and a cup of black coffee. To save this as a single meal, she touches the 3 dots that appear in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. This brings up a screen that allows her to save these foods in a single meal or recipe. She saves the meal as My Oatmeal and Coffee Breakfast. From now on, she can enter this entire meal by typing the first few letters into the search bar. She can also save this breakfast as a favorite food by touching the star. So in the future, instead of having to search through all of the foods in the MyNet Diary database, which is pretty big, she can limit her search to frequently eaten or favorite foods. It's also possible to log packaged foods by scanning the barcode. MyNet Diary has these and many other features to make food logging easy for you. Enter planned meals and snacks into the MyNet Diary app before you eat. You might be tempted to accumulate multiple meals and snacks and enter these at a later time. But saving up your meals actually makes self-monitoring more burdensome. Because you have to rely on your memory, your record will be less accurate, and the feedback you get from the app is less timely. You lose the opportunity to make better choices. Now that you've been self-monitoring for a few weeks, let's shift our focus and talk about what you've learned and any challenges you've encountered in managing your diet. After they join this program, people are often surprised by what they learn. Sometimes they're unaware of the long-term health risks associated with poor blood sugar control. Once they start self-monitoring their diet, they may be surprised to learn how many calories or grams of carbohydrates they're eating, or that some of their favorite foods are causing high blood sugars. Have there been any surprises for you? Changing your diet isn't easy. Food cravings can get in the way. Planning and preparing healthy meals takes time that you may not have. Healthy food can be expensive or hard to buy where you live, and it may be hard to follow a healthy diet when friends and family don't. What challenges have you experienced in changing your diet? Having mixed feelings about changing your diet is normal. Food habits develop over a lifetime and have many emotional links to family, religious, and ethnic traditions. We celebrate with food. We use food to comfort and reward ourselves. When we're hungry, it feels good to eat, and denying ourselves certain foods can be unpleasant. How do you feel about changing your diet? Think for a moment about other challenges you've overcome in your life. Maybe you resolved difficult problems at home, work, or school, had to cope with the loss of somebody you loved, or solve a difficult financial problem. What did you do to succeed? It's important to have faith in yourself and to give yourself credit for making it through tough challenges. You've done it before, you can do it again. So, as we start this journey, on a scale of 1 to 10, do you think it's worth the effort? Do you think that you can do it? Are you ready to get started?